Hey everyone, hello, hello. Hey Auroras, hey Inferno, hello Aaron, hello Cadis, hello Mad Max. How is everybody tonight? Or this morning, wherever you are. So tonight, you guys, Taylor is going to come on and join us, and we are going to watch part 2 of the Medium Rare Rag Reynolds documentary on RealStream News. Now, we probably are going to have to break this into like 2 different streams. Because I can't watch the full hour and a half tonight. And Tay's in the chat, so I'm going to kind of just be here to pause, unpause, read the chat, answer any questions that I know, but I'm going to let Taylor come on, explain things because she knows way more than I do. Hey, Christy. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to add Taylor on. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Good evening. Well, morning now. Still feels like evening.
I have 4 more minutes until it's the morning.
I honestly miss living kind of on the West Coast, not only for the food and just my family and all of that, but just the time difference. And I don't know, it just feels more grounded on the West Coast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hi, Heidi.
Hey,
Hello,
Matt.
Charlotte. Hey, Sarah. Oh, happy 29th birthday to your horse, Tricky. How sweet. That's amazing. Did you do anything special for Tricky? I still want to start singing. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. Anyways, okay. My songs. Hello, everybody. Hi, Debbie. Hi. It's 2 a.m. there. Oh my goodness. Hopefully, my goal is to be asleep before 2 a.m. tonight. That is my goal. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share the documentary. And Tay, just tell me to pause when you want me to, okay?
Okay. And just to kind of clarify, this is a 3-part documentary. I'm sure you guys have kind of heard that. This goes over a lot of different interviews, more fine details on characteristics, vile behavior, and you'll see a lot of different people. And I'll try to fill you in as I can, where I can.
Okay, and is there any certain trigger warnings?
This is going to detail many things. It's going to detail past talk of the SA, not
Okay.
as much, right? The accusations of that. It's going to go over the revenge porn stream deeply in a lot of graphic detail. And then
Okay.
it's going to go over so there's different creators that come on that kind of give their perspective on different opinions. Some of them are logical opinions. Some of them are personal experiences with RSN. So that varies and it gets pretty intricate.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Kata said this goes over the infamous downvoting.
Yes,
Oh.
it all happened. And I'm not even kidding you. Literally just had the main, the person who had the most photos shown and had the most exposed. I just had her on my panel the other night. She was kind of just describing how it's over the years made her feel, and even up into recent times. But yes, this all occurred because of dislikes on his YouTube streams.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Over dislikes, you guys. Let's see. All right. Hi, sleep. What's sleep? I know what is sleep anymore. I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, you guys. So let me get this video shared. Give me 1 second. And thank you guys, everybody, for coming to hang out. Just for anybody new coming in, we're just always respectful. It's okay to have a difference of opinion, but we're not going to like attack anybody who's ever on panel here or each other in the chat. So, all right, don't fail me now, computer. We've made it this far.
My name is Allie of Allie Loves Pain. I was considered a friend of Craig for a short time. He, Amber, and I were close for a while, and we were the first to really give him a chance and to talk to him and try to befriend him. And I did do a few interviews with him. I'm not sure if they're still up on his channel, probably not. And he did invite me and Beck out along with Amber to do sections or segments on his channel and just generally be a part of whatever he was doing. and he wanted us to be business partners. It wasn't long for him to start asking and begging for nudes and anything else, and just being generally creepy, calling us stuff like babe, cutie, baby, angel, that type of thing. And there's a lot of warning signs there. And while Beck and I kind of stepped back a little bit, Amber just kind of ran with it and was like, he's just going to be a good friend, because Amber sees the best in people. And everyone knows what happened after that.
This is turning into a rape thing real fast.
Why is this guy on a platform on YouTube?
And my lawyer said we know how to get this down, so we're gonna get it down.
Was I raping her in that clip? No, because it didn't happen, you dumb fuck.
I'm so angry that I spent any time or wasted any of my energy, emotional energy, on these people because they're all liars.
And I'm like, these are your subscribers.
My experience with CJ has been positive.
He played off my emotions, knowing that I cared for him.
He sent my own nudes to me.
Ask everybody for interviews. You're fucking weird, dude. You're fucking weird.
She had gaslit her to the point where she actually thought she was insane.
If I don't want it up, I don't want it up. This is a serious matter. This isn't part 1, part 2, you know?
I'm good now. I'm good now. Now this is content. Now this is content. Now this is content to me, my friend. Now you are content to me. Yeah, listen, right, Reynolds. Listen, this is the end of my career, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't have a career, dude. I got 200 people in here. How many do you have? 35 in your chat ever. Your career never started. You never had one. Actually, I'm the #1 streamer in Rhode Island. As a matter of fact, #1 live streamer in Rhode Island. As a matter of fact, #1 live streamer in Rhode Island. #1. Listen, dare I say the East Coast? Dare I say the East Coast?
Yeah, right.
Dare I say? As a matter of fact, dare I say the East Coast? Dare I say? Okay.
Yeah, dare you say?
Dare I said no, that's not what happened. I said we had sex. I never admitted shit. And you need to shut the fuck up and stop acting like you know what happened. You don't know shit.
You said no twice. You said no twice. You said no twice.
But the RSN story does not end there. Now we're moving on from Amber, and we're going to talk about Maxie. Maxie was another girl who was deeply involved with Onision drama, and eventually she found herself in RSN's headlights. Prior to all of this, and even prior to the Onision drama, Maxie had an ongoing issue with a stalker who had been stalking her for years and years of her life. This man had doxed her and spread all sorts of vile rumors about her online. It came to her complete detriment and surprise that RealStrean News, knowing about this history and knowing who this stalker was, decided to give him a platform. So, first off, can you tell me a little bit about your previous experience and introduction to RSN before the incident where you started to get involved with your stalker?
I found him through Onision drama and shit like that. And I know about the Laney situation that I did with him, and it was just creepy interactions to begin with.
A lot of people say the same sort of thing. So,
he sent my own nudes to me, one of the first DMs we've had that are leaked, and that threw me off quite a bit.
Yeah. So what was he saying? I'm sure I've seen these at one point, but what was he saying in these DMs? Was he just sending them to you and hey, that's you? Or
he's like, hey, did you know these are out there? And he sent the pictures of my tits, which I didn't need to see.
Yeah. You know they're out there. You could have just,
no, I know they're out there.
He could have asked that without showing, yeah.
No, he could have asked that without showing. And he commented, he was like, those tits though. He's like, what's your sexuality? How old are you? It was just shit like that.
Okay. So obviously that's your first thing.
Creepy.
Creepy. Happens.
I agree.
Enough today. I don't think I need to go over it again. But
no.
After that, there was this whole thing with your stalker. So before we talk about RSN specifically, could you give a brief summary of your stalker situation prior to when RSN got in contact? Just to give this some context before we get there.
I met this guy when I was 14 in high school. He was a senior. I was in 8th grade. I was friends with him. He started to like me. Like, I felt the same attraction, but like I knew due to my age that it was not right for me to be in a relationship at that time, so I turned him down. And then at one point, he just became overbearingly creepy as well, so I cut him out completely. And for the next 6 years, he doxed my whole family on a site. He posted my dad's obituary. Like, he's just been
What the
nonstop
hell?
harassing me. And like at one point, like it turned into this constant harassment.
So when it comes to Maxie, I want to say personally, first off, I have so much respect for Maxie. She has always been a very honest and genuine person. Now we haven't talked in quite some time, but I mean, we talked in 2020-ish. So everything that Maxie is about to say, I had to be filled in on due to the day after the revenge porn stream, right? I had a panel, Maxie came on panel, and she was trying to tell me what was going on with her past with him, like similar to, you know, kind of exposing his actions, I guess, in her way. And I don't know if it was just too much information at the time or something, but everything that she says, I can definitely tell you has been corroborated. There is proof of it, and it's all true.
Okay, thank you for that. Do you guys have any questions on what we've watched so far? Like, if so, feel free to ask them now. Let's see. What's wrong with people? Sarah asked. And then Bruno said, how long of an answer do you want to that? I know. This kitty. Nice at Cadis Brown. Oh, are you guys talking about Star Wars? My nephew's a huge Star Wars fan. I don't think I've ever watched Star Wars, but he loves it. Faster answer is what's right with people. So true, Heidi. All right, I'm going to give it another minute. Is this the girl he assaulted? This is somebody different. Oh, no, that's okay, Cadis.
So how he kind of met Maxie was she was heavily involved at the Onision community. If you guys know who kind of like Reynolds and Maxie were, they were old, I don't remember if it's moderators or site member moderators for Onision back when he first kind of began or in some time.
Oh, wow.
Now, yeah, so they had come to RSN because RSN was covering Onision and Kai at the time. So, yeah, that's how they met.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let's see. I wanted to make sure. Wolf Conzess, my answer is, why is this guy still free? That's what I'd like to know. That's what I would seriously like to know. It's amazing to me how one person can get away with so much bad. Like, it's just bad what he's done. Oh, question, not answer.
He absolutely uses his platform to intimidate people, to silence people. And you see that a lot sometimes. Well, I've seen it a lot within the communities that have like more of a transparent vibe with them. You'll see like one community member will really hold all the cards against like a bunch of different people. And it's sad.
It is sad. Hey, Lana, good to see you. Mad Max said, Rags has always been cool. I'm just learning about who he is. I didn't even know this. I had no idea. I thought Rag Reynolds and him were two different people, so I'm learning a lot about this. Thank you, everybody, for, filling me in on the things that I need to know, and thank you, Taylor, for being willing to come up and talk about everything.
Thank you for having me. It's if I can help anybody really not have to go through or even just put the word out for people in the future, then I'm going to jump on it and be all about it. Because what's happened to people around me and my friends and me myself is horrid.
Yeah.
And really what pushed this over the edge for me is when he co-signed behavior with his moderator and the photographs. So, that's just too much.
Yeah, it is. I agree. All right, let me press play.
Turned into, oh, will you date me when you turn 18? I'll wait for you and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Creep.
18, I was 14.
So 18. Okay.
Yeah. Which is
I know you said the years there for the high school and whatever, but as a non-American, it didn't quite sit right with me.
No, 8th grade would probably be like year 8, like year 7 down there, and then like a senior would be like just about to graduate and go to college, uni, whatever it's called.
So obviously you've got this whole past with this guy. So it came to the point where RSN decided he was going to have some sort of live stream with him. How did you end up coming to blows with RSN, and how did that even materialize? Like, what made him have a thing against you in order to even speak to this guy in the first place?
I think it's because I decided to stick through Amber. I decided to stay on Amber's side because, like, Amber, I had been friends with Amber for a long time. And, like, of course, I'm not gonna cut her out over something I believe is true. Because I believe he did rape her. I believe that fully.
So he kept on you, and he had an issue with you because you were one of the loudest sort of people who were continuing with this. And obviously there was some stuff already out there, like Onision drama, that sort of thing. So you had some stuff to work with, and eventually did this stalker get in contact with him first, or was it him that went to this other guy? I'm guessing the other guy went to him.
Yeah, I'm guessing, because, like, he took out of context screenshots from other Discord servers I'm in. It went to a point that RSN actually accused me of incest. I think you've seen that clip.
And she's actually into some incest shit, so she's worried about me talking about her tits when she wants to, like, fuck her brother.
That girl heavily implied she wanted a threesome with both of us, so...
Oh, I'm not even talking about her. I'm talking about somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. So who are you talking about? I'm confused. Like, you're responding to something.
I'm talking about Maxie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Maxie. No, I'm sorry. Like, she made a huge deal about him saying, oh, those tits, though, whatever.
Like, fuck off.
Like, have you never been complimented on your tits? Apparently not.
And I apologize too, because if she really did take it seriously, then I'll apologize. But she
really gives a fuck, honestly.
I was about to release merch that said "real tits" and with a crown on top of it, the R, and she just freaked out. She's like, I don't want you to do that. I'm gonna sue you.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on.
So, like, I as soon as I knew.
Hold on. Okay, so somebody asked, who is the girl next to him?
I honestly cannot remember who she said she was, because I only saw this one stream way back then. And so if she didn't come around to my knowledge and stick out in memory. I don't even know why he brought her up on there. I think it was because they were involved together in person during a stream prior to the big night. They had a get together, and I'm sure that they're, common behavior with CJ when he gets together with people he streams or tries to stream with is like partying and stuff, which, if it's done appropriately, I think is okay. But clearly here was not done appropriately.
Right. Yeah, not at all. I'm assuming she's 19 and that water is vodka. Oh no. Bunny said he's a dirtbag. Agreed. She looks like her. Oh gosh, Heidi. Okay, I'm not reading that. I hope she ran far away from him. That's what I hope happened. And they don't talk anymore.
As soon as I heard the incest allegations, I knew exactly who contacted him. Like, and then I DM'd him about it. I was just like, I gave him a warning and everything. I gave him my whole history with this guy. Yeah. And he was just like, oh, it's just, oh my God. It's so hard to think about this because, like, it's emotionally stressed me out for a while.
So next I wanted to ask then, CJ definitely knew 100% that this guy was a stalker and that you had issues with him in the past, correct?
He knew exactly. I gave him, like, I sent him the locale thread where where my stalker was outed. I sent him the other site where an admin outed him yet again for being the same person, and, like, I gave him everything possibly that I knew and had. And, like, also to top the cake off, like, this guy has a restraining order.
Yeah.
like I have a restraining order against him. It's just like it shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Well, today I was emailing back and forth with RSN, and he certainly seems to be taking the blame, taking the guilt, so to speak, because he did say to me in the email, he said, "I've apologized to Maxie." So clearly he acknowledges what he has done is wrong, and in most cases, that can sometimes be excused. But when you're looking at a guy with a history like he has, I mean, we're talking about not just your situation, but so many situations with so many different people. It's hard to excuse, for example, this. It's hard to forgive when you know really he doesn't mean that he's sorry. I mean, if he was really sorry, then why is it that there's another 10 examples of other people who he's had a negative impact on in such a similar way?
Like his public excuse for what he has done to me is he always stays with this statement that he never knew that he was my stalker. When in the fact that's a lie. I can debunk him with screenshots. So the fact that he says he had no idea that this was an actual stalker is disgusting because he knew, and he's lying to the public that he never knew.
In regards to the stalker, is that sort of died down? Like, is that guy still as intense right now, or have things died down?
He's been quiet for now, but I'm sure he'll pop up sooner or later.
So when RSN did this stream with your stalker, did he make it clear what his intentions were? Like, were his intentions just to try and badmouth you, to try and destroy your reputation? Like, did he have a goal there? Like, what was the stream all about? Like, I'm guessing the two of them just gossiped about you and talked about certain things.
He tried to bring up like my mental health, like the fact that I have bipolar. Like, I'm open with that, but like other things, he tried to gaslight to make me look insane and him look totally sane. So his whole goal there was to like kind of clear his name, which obviously didn't work.
Is there anything else you want to?
Which we all know this now. Like, oh, hold on, I'm gonna read the chat. His voice, dude. His voice is like ASMR to me. It always makes me sleepy. What was I gonna say now? Oh yeah, his whole thing is everybody else is crazy. Like, he's called me crazy. He's probably called you crazy, Taylor.
Oh yeah,
he called everybody crazy, and it was just dawning on me now. Like, you guys have probably all realized this, but he has like a type that he goes after and he hangs out with. It's all really young people and women who look really young.
Yeah, and I can kind of describe a little bit because I really didn't go into like super depth. I mean, I met him like on the app because he was streaming and I thought he was like funny and entertaining, but he really like reached out to me specifically because I think I was just in a really sad place. Somebody in my life had taken their own life. And so it was horrific for me. And so he noticed that, I think, and he tried.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. But I don't know. He definitely does have this pattern of behavior where he goes after women. Like, for example, my friend Lori, you're going to see part of her interview up here as well, where he led her on for a long time. It wasn't like just flirtatious leading someone on and then finding them unattractive at a certain point and being a mature adult. She was like under the age of 21, like really, really, really young, in 19, I think, if not younger. And he was really damaging her emotionally, and he didn't give a crap, and he exploited it.
He's sick. Mad Max said young, mostly brunettes. I noticed that too. Heidi said he always picks the girls who are hurting too. Yeah, he picks people who are vulnerable. Heidi said he's a predator. Agreed. He's a real groomer. Yeah, I think he is.
I can say there's like a lot of instances where you'll see him try to break a specific person down in his community, and you won't really understand why he's bringing up somebody insignificant. Maybe they have 158 subscribers. Like, he brings up this girl who has gone after me for years, and she has like 200 subscribers, and she's literally known for being like a harasser, right? But he'll bring her up just so that she can target me specifically, like in his last live stream or something on his like RealStrean channel. But he's doing it with his audience. So he's weaponizing his audience to try to silence me. And I can tell you what, buddy, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Exactly. See, he doesn't deserve a platform to abuse people on. He doesn't. Inferno said effing evil. I agree with that. I agree. All right, you guys, let's watch some more of this.
Want to specifically add, or
I would like to say that.
Don't forget, Tay, if there's anything that you want me to pause on, just let me know.
RSN like caused me a lot of mental like distress, and so like I've spent like thousands and thousands of dollars on therapy just from this one situation, and it's still hard for me to talk about. Like, even like a year from, like, it's been a year since it happened, and it's still hard to talk about.
It's a hard situation to deal with for anyone, especially when it's something you've dealt with for a long time. Like, if you've had this stalker for 6 years, was it you said? So it's a long time to deal with that sort of thing. And then for this guy on the internet who's already doing all these other scumbag things to start bringing that up and get that involved again, takes things to a different level.
I never thought like it would get onto a level of him giving him a platform. Like, I never thought that he would ever get a platform. And the fact that he got the platform is just disgusting. Like, he had everything. He knew everything.
Yeah.
Like, this man attacks my family. He attacks my personal life, and then RSN just decides to jump in and attack my personal life as well.
Yeah, he's basically amplifying it. He's giving the guy a megaphone. During his time here on YouTube, RealStream News has come under heavy fire from creators such as myself and Masked Babe, along with some other smaller creators. And this is because people believe that he has blatantly been abusing the copyright system. All of the evidence suggests that he has no issue with flagging down videos that he just doesn't like. As far as my personal experience goes, he has tried to take down 2 of my videos that showed a clip of him that he did not like. And he even tried to justify these strikes in the comment section of one of my videos talking about it. First up, can you give a brief summary about your history with CJ?
My brief history with CJ is that I've made videos about him in the past. I started communicating with him in his streams because I thought that he was kind of an interesting character. And over time, we've just had a lot go on between us, a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. And that's about it.
Obviously, you made videos. How many videos was it you made about him? 2, 3?
I think 3 max, but it's like 2 or 3, yeah.
And how many of those did he falsely copyright strike?
I'd say 2 of them.
So you copyright strike 2 of them. I mean,
yes,
give or take.
Right.
So what reason did he give you for those copyright strikes?
That I used a certain clip of his streams that was longer than 15 seconds. And that's apparently how fair use works. If you use a clip, it has to be 15 seconds and that's it. And I told him that that's not how fair use works, that you can have, as long as you edit it and it's transformative, it's fair use, which my video was transformative, but he said he knows his copyright law. He's talked to lawyers and it's 15 to 30 seconds.
Doesn't that like completely go against like his entire channel? Like his channel was based on uploading streams entirely that other people posted, and then his content now is he reacts to other people's content. Like what is he talking about?
Exactly. And so it never made sense. I've tried to tell him, like, we've told him it was transformative. And I remember when YouTube took it down at first because he flagged it, and YouTube at first has to take they have to take it down legally. If you strike something and say, well, this is used by copyright, well, they immediately have to take it down and look into it first. So he was saying, oh, well, see, I didn't want it up and now it's not up. And I was like, well, that's not how it works. YouTube will instantly take it down just to review it and make sure that you guys can settle it out either between each other, or if it has to go to court, it'll go to court. But that doesn't mean because a video is off YouTube that it's not fair use. And at one point, I think I sent you a video of him saying, well, see, I didn't want those videos up and they're not up anymore. Well, a month later, they got reinstated. So, I mean,
yeah, he done the same to me, and he's done the same to many other people. I know a lot of people haven't contested or anything like that. He really doesn't understand copyright. It's like he left a comment in one of my videos. I made a video, RSN doesn't understand copyright or fair use or something like that. And he left a comment on it saying, I was okay in doing what I did and striking these because you know I don't like that clip of Amber saying that, and you know it makes me look bad and it's not a proper clip.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, you just admitted that it's not copyright abuse. It's you just don't like it.
Exactly. So I think what he has problems with is like morality and legality. So he's like, well, I obviously don't want it up. Therefore, if I want it down, it's down. And it's because I want it down and I don't want that video up and I have the rights to that video. Therefore, it's down and I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah. But that's not how copyright works. Yeah. If you don't like something up, then you shouldn't have put it up. That's not anyone else's problem but your own. Like, if you don't want people using your own content against you, don't post it. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you can't.
If you want that down, though, it's like you go through a different avenue. You don't use copyright to take down something that you don't like. Because it's nothing to do with copyright. You send a message. You say, hey, I don't like this. Can you take it down? You pursue some other path. You don't use the copyright tools for something that isn't to do with copyright.
Exactly. And
you don't
that's why
a crime to the post office.
Honestly, I don't understand why he does that and why he continues to do that, because it's not that I don't think doesn't understand that I think he understands it's wrong. I'm sorry. Because he's talked about it with Onision flagging other people incorrectly. He's talked about false flagging before. So he knows it's false flagging. I just don't know why he doesn't want to admit that what he does is false flagging. You kind of set this up for yourself. You set up people wanting to upload your stuff because you delete your streams. You don't leave them up. You don't allow people to want to see what you talked about. You say certain things to your audience, but you don't want anyone else to know. Sorry if that's off topic, but that was just, he encourages an environment where people want to.
He does. I mean, for a long time, he stopped doing it now, but for a long time, you couldn't even rewind his streams. He had that setting on so that unless you were there from the start, you can't see it.
Exactly.
And there's no transparency there. And it's like, what are you hiding? And it's because.
So he's known for stealing people's videos and streams, but he wouldn't let people react to his videos or catch his videos.
And here's why.
Okay.
And this is really sloppy CJ, okay?
Okay.
He was on a stream one day and he thought he pressed mute. And he called up his dealer and leveraged his microphone for a bump.
No.
Dead ass.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. It was so ridiculous. He comes back and he literally is like, oh, it wasn't muted. People were trying to tell him. His mods were trying to tell him. And he literally just got caught on a live stream when he was claiming to be sober at the time, buying and trying to trade his his microphone for drugs.
Oh God, that's so sad.
That's when you know the addiction's deep, though.
Yeah. I know people in recovery who said that they sold like their nephews or nieces and nephews. Like, one person robbed a piggy bank, which is like, and another person was saying, these are people I know. So, and another person said that like he would sell like their video games or their TVs and stuff like that. Like, addiction takes really dark and scary turns, and it's bad when you're selling stuff to feed your habit. Like that should be eye-opening.
It was in detail too. He's like, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to make sure class act all the way. Yeah, Tom. All right, let's watch some more of this. Yeah, Mad Max.
Because he makes all these different fuck ups on stream all the time, like talking to his dealer on the phone because he forgot to mute the microphone or whatever else it is he's doing, and he does this stuff all the time.
It's and it's unbelievable. And it's not even that. It's like forgetting the conversations that he has with his subscribers is unreal. It's unreal. Have you seen all the stuff with like Lori and like yeah, and him talking about getting crack and stuff like that? And I mean, and that was 2 months ago. And I sent him that, and he was like, "Yeah, that was 2 months ago. Get over it."
Yeah, it's like, oh, it happened yesterday.
Yeah, like, come on, dude, get over it. And he was trying to show me screenshots of like Amber C, the girl that claimed rape on him, how she in a tweet that wasn't talking about him, wasn't talking about anything. She says that she pretends to get really fucked up and drunk on the stage, and she acts more fucked up than usual. And he's like, see, this is proof that she's lying about it, the rape, and she's boasting it in my face.
He's trying to say he's got all this proof that she faked this and faked that, but like there's no proof there at all. Like he's putting his own
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was saying. I was telling him, I'm like, who cares? Like, this doesn't prove anything. This is something a year later. She's not even talking about stuff from like back then. She's talking about stuff now where she's like a stripper.
He brings it up and then complains that I bring it up. Like he's talking about Amber and ranting about
nobody's talking about it. Nobody. Yeah. He draws attention to it himself, and he still blames us, you and I, for Amber and her coming out and her saying what she did, as if we encouraged her to. When she approached us, you and I, to talk about it, she was like, hey, I think I've been raped or something. And we were sitting there like, what?
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
What?
It's insanity. It's just I can't deal with him. I don't know what goes through his mind.
He actually blocked me or took me off a couple days ago because I told him no one cares about that Amber screenshot. No one's going to care. I said, no one's going to care. I was like, all this shit that you've gone through with other women. And he's like, other women? You believe these girls too, that they're victims? And then he fucking blocked me or removed me off of his thing.
It's nothing to do with about believing. Like, I don't believe that some of them are victims.
The sad thing is, she wasn't like necessarily too off the mark there, because he did sort of still get away with it for years after this, and he still kind of is. I mean, that is the whole point of like streaming this, would be to expose it. And he said he would stop, I guess, multiple different times as well, but he never did. So it's just weird. She's saying a lot of things that are, looking back in hindsight, are kind of eerie.
Right. Let's see. I was just reading the chat for a second. All right, let me go ahead and press play.
Like, clearly some of them aren't impacted at all by him, but it doesn't excuse the things he's actually doing. Like when he got on that stream and actually showed bloody nudes, like it doesn't matter if those girls were victims or not, but it still shows the kind of guy he is, that he actually...
What, Tay?
Oh, that, I think our voices just sounded similar or something just now.
Oh, okay. I thought that was you. I was like, oh no, sorry. Okay.
No, I made myself.
Okay.
Right.
The images.
Right. And then he tried to blame that on everybody else. He tried to pass on the blame to me, telling me.
You guys just don't get it. You guys just don't get it. You don't
You
understand.
guys wanted me to do the stream. He told me, Mass Babe, I called you before I did the stream and I told you I was going to do it and you told me to do it. I said, yeah, I thought you were going to explain the situation. You didn't tell me you were going to show nudes. He's like, yeah, I did. And you told me to. I was like, yeah? When did those words come out of my mouth? And he's like, well, you never told me to show nudes, but I told you. I was like, yeah, I didn't know. The messages that he was sending me about Amber, they were irrelevant. And he was like, see, this is proof that she's admitting to it right here about me. She's admitting it here in this, when the message said nothing about him, nothing about their scenario, nothing about anything. And it's like, where the fuck do you get this from? Where do you get this context that nobody else can see?
It must be the drugs. Like,
it must
I
be.
hope it's the drugs, because at least then he's got a bit of hope.
Oh my God.
If it's not the drugs, then I have no idea.
I was gonna say the people that are cheering him on, like Heaven, Marie, who else? I don't know any of the people that really support him anymore. Like, I'm not sure who his community is, because the number does dwindle more and more. But he does have the same people, the same nut jobs, like Amber Phoenix, her group of all the people that he said he was gonna ban and have gone forever.
They're all
are back modded. Yep. He's like, the drama's gonna end, guys. I promise. This time it's over. And it's the same shit, the same cycle, 24/7.
It's as soon as like I say I'm about to make another video, and then he makes a video saying, okay, today we're talking about Onision and truthfully Trisha, but he spends the first half hour of the live stream trashing me and Amber before he even gets onto anything. So it's like, just what, like, for you used to do it to him as well. Anytime you mentioned you were making a video or whatever, the two of us, for whatever reason, just the mere mention of anything just sends him off into a frenzy.
Yes.
He can't concentrate. He has a breakdown. Like,
he freaks. I think it's the
he's doing it right now.
Of quote unquote bigger YouTubers or YouTubers making a video, because it's different when someone like Tush, Raina, but when we or someone else, you know,
with followings.
Step out and want to make videos about him, he starts to fret. That's where he starts to fret, because he's like, oh shit, this is stuff that is not within my control. It's not within my community. I can't just go and be like, oh, I'm gonna falsely flag you down, or I'm gonna send 4 of my confidants to have a conversation with you and take down the video. Like, that's not how we work. So
Mike, an actor, said RSM wanted to do some sort of interview with me, and I kept turning him down because he's got all these haters and crazy people associated with him, and I don't want anything to do with those haters.
Right.
And RSN's playing this on a stream this morning and says, this is proof that Mike, an actor, threw me under the bus. And it's like, what? What are you talking about?
That's the thing that blows my mind about CJ, is that he wants to be a YouTuber so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But he cannot work with anybody. He can't work with anybody. Not one person on YouTube after they've talked to RealStrean News or has worked or whatever wants to interact with him at all.
Has anyone actually had an interaction with him and then not?
So nobody can work with him. We just saw him and MFW break up.
Yep. I'm telling you. And he likes to try to use meeting up with Holly Undead at this like meetup house, okay? And they were doing like this weekly, it was like for a week, I guess, thing. He says that that's like under his portfolio, but like it was mostly like partying and just like IRL streaming. It wasn't like a professional podcast. He really has an issue just with people in general. I think he has, and I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but you know, some sort of personality disorder or something.
Oh no, I agree with that. Let's see. Let's read the chat. Do you guys have any questions for anything? You know what? How is Truthfully Trisha tied into this?
Okay, so Truthfully Trisha, he actually flirted with her hardcore, covered her.
Of course he did.
Yeah, I mean, it was freaking weird, dude. He was like obsessed, and she like turned him down and like wouldn't, like, I mean, maybe she did eventually flirt back with him, because that's usually how it goes. He like wears you down as a person. But basically, I think he was like covering her, then got a hold of her like DMs and started flirting with her, and then had her up on panel. And then, of course, somewhere along the lines, he obviously crosses some sort of boundary as a person, and the person leaves.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wait. Matthias is saying something. Okay. If you're being disrespectful to anyone on our panel, I'm going to ask you to leave. Like, I don't know anything about that, and we're not talking about that.
Well, you know how they get those little, you know, rumors and things like that, that it was a joke. pretty much. And he, for whatever reason, goes back and forth on this specific joke with me. And like, even people around us were like, that was a joke, but I don't know why he sends people in stock accounts to say that. I don't even if it was like as bad as they made it seem, it's funny more than anything. It's hilarious, the fact that he would make a big deal about something like that. But we have bigger and better things to watch here.
Exactly. So they got timed out. I've been wondering, honestly, if that's CJ this whole time. When I'm looking at their comments, like I can see what they're saying. So I was wondering if that was them. Yeah, we're not gonna tolerate like being disrespectful or weird to our panel members. Nope.
All had something negative come out of it. No. Like everyone who interacts with him, maybe they're on good terms with him now. Maybe they were on good terms with him at some point. But every single person has had some sort of drama with him, and he thinks it's everyone else's fault. Well, it's that old motto of if you constantly have an issue with everyone else, maybe the issue is actually you. Maybe you're the problem.
Right. And that's what I've been trying to help him see. And he's like, no, you don't understand. You don't get me. Everyone else doesn't fucking understand him. I'm like, do you think you're Einstein? Do you think you're a fucking genius? I told him that. I was like, do you think that nobody can understand you, that you're just too fucking smart to understand? And he's like, no, that's not it. But you guys don't understand. I'm like, so what where are we, dude?
Understand. What are we not understanding? Please tell us.
He's like, you guys weren't there. And, you know, that's what I love. I love when he tells people, you guys weren't there for that stream, or you guys weren't there
because he was streaming everything the whole fucking time.
And it's like, what if we were there? What about if we do know everything? What about if we did talk to that person? What about if everything in that situation we know? Look,
I asked Amber about this earlier. I was speaking to her, and I was like, when you were there, didn't you find it strange how you're there with this guy, you're in a hotel room, and he just sits there streaming the whole time you're in this room? Like, what if you want to go to the bathroom? Like that, isn't that awkward? Like, what if you want to go for a nap or something? And he's just sitting there being creepy, streaming in the corner all day, and you're in a hotel together. Like, why are you even there? She says that she enjoyed the free time when he went out in the mornings to like the clinic, because that was the only privacy she got, because when he was there, he was always streaming.
Oh my God.
Do you believe he is a danger to others, online or offline?
Yes.
Yes. And what way would you say that he's a danger?
He is a danger in the sense that he will pick on vulnerable women, and he doesn't know that he's doing it. He does it because that's what he does. Look at all the trends with women that he's talked to on the internet, and his excuse is always, well, I'm a single man. I'm a single YouTuber. I'm a single young man. Why can't I have conversations with women and stuff like that?
And they're all troubled people as well. None of them.
All of them. And he's like, well, I've picked a few bad apples. And I'm like, no, they've all been bad apples, not a few. Like, I told him, you have a position over these women, a power of them. And he's like, wow, I'm a channel with 8,000 subscribers. Really, Mass Babe? How do I have a power dynamic between these women? Are you serious? And I was like, these women look up to you for some reason. Don't ask me why. I don't get it. But these women want to be with you. They find you desirable. They think you're attractive. They think you for some reason. I know. I don't get it. But some of these girls really do. And that's, you have influence. You're a YouTuber to them, no matter 8,000 or what. That's more than they have.
Yeah. He's got a couple of hundred viewers on his stream. They've got like 3 or something.
Exactly. So you will always hold a more power over them, or more influence, or you're just cooler, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you messing with girls that are sitting here talking about cutting themselves and all this stuff, and you know that they're fucking batshit insane, and you're messing with them? And then he's like, well, I'm just having a friends with benefits thing. I don't see what's wrong with that. And I'm like, these are your subscribers.
He was telling everyone, I don't find Laurie attractive. I think she's quite disgusting. All this sort of stuff. Then he's DMing
He preys on people.
He's asking her for nudes.
He preys on vulnerable people who are going through going through stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have to tell you some history. You see, this individual up here who's on this one, she's got a lot of history. I don't even think I should be the one to get into it, because it has a lot to do, and I'll just say Amanda Todd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I don't even know what to say after that. I like Bug said, I think it's why he talks about topics like Onision. He's looking to come across empathetic and uses it to hide his true intent. That makes sense, Bugs. It does. Matthias, I don't really want you to come up. Thank you, though. Thanks for the offer. Either chill out or please go. FCJ, I'd rather be Lucifer.
Ooh.
Well, same, I guess. I'd rather be Lucifer, but like, just chill out, please. I don't know what's going on, but like, we're just trying to hang out and watch something. Like, no drama. Thank you. Not in the mood. Just being honest, not in the mood.
Saying, "Oh, let me see," and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, well, that's gross.
Yes.
And she lets him do it. She sees these messages in like his Discord where he's like, "I'm not attracted to Laurie's body," and then she still like has these conversations. Like, that's how low her self-esteem is. Yet she still preys on that. Over the last year or so, there have been many occasions where people have thought that RSN was entirely off the rails. One notable instance was a time where he was doing a live stream and he stood up from his chair to go take a phone call, but he forgot to mute his microphone. And when you amplify the sound and you listen in to what was being said on this phone call, it sounds an awful like he was on the phone to a drug dealer.
Bear with me though for a second. Hold on, guys.
No. So yeah, no, I can give you like my stream, like it's like about 100 bits dollars, so I'll have to use it every day. Like first thing in the morning, my stream, like it's $150. Professional microphone is what I use to stream.
Oh, that's bad.
Huh? No, the whole point is you want to it, that way you know I'm gonna get the you the money in the morning to make money. You should know by now anyway if you really want. Alright, so can I call it by? No.
Apparently they can hear him in the stream.
No. You got it.
Oh, I know they can hear me.
No, like they can hear CJ because he muted himself.
Oh my god.
He didn't mute himself on the stream.
RSN later admitted that this is exactly what had happened, and when I and many others called him out for this, he tried to shame us by saying that we were using a moment of weakness in his life for attention and clout.
You're so much of a low life that in a bad moment that, you know, when I did talk to my drug dealer, you make that into a point. Like, that's something to do. Dude, that's disgusting. You are a fucking disgusting human being. You know, you really fucking are.
Another time he was off the rails is perhaps a far more serious instance, and this is when the so-called revenge porn stream went down. Essentially what had happened here.
Yes. Yep. You saw it. You saw it live.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then you see how he immediately like flips it and tries to project it onto everybody else around him. It's similar. I will agree with what one thing Mass Babe said, and she's like, how come we're to blame for your Amber situation? He tries to do the same thing now that Rag is kind of doing his own thing and Masked Babe's left the internet. You know, he's definitely targeting like me specifically with that. And he's been doing it for a while. It's really strange. It's almost like he cannot let it go and he has to have someone to blame. And because she recanted, because she probably wanted the peace in her life, he needs someone to blame.
Oh my gosh. Can I ask, since you've been coming up and doing these panels with me, has he harassed you at all?
He hasn't harassed me himself.
Okay.
He has his main mods kind of going after. Well, okay, so one of them's gone. So he has one of his right-hand people going after me right now in other side chats of like other communities that I go in.
I'm so sorry.
And then, you know, with that comes their little troll accounts. But for the most part, I think he's waiting for his like opportune moment.
Oh my gosh. Well, just know we have your back here. Like, we have your back. And I'm sorry. I wish he would just stop harassing you. Like, it's gone on too long. He goes way too far. Like, just stop. Like, I wish he'd leave you alone.
No, Max, it was not that. Raina and I didn't even meet until the night before that stream happened. So, Raina, I don't really know what her involvement was, but she kept saying that, like, she was going to have her photos released, but he never did with her photos. So I don't really know. Maybe she was inserting herself. I don't really know. But no, her issues were different. And she's not really relevant to like the CJ drama, to be totally honest.
Okay, good to know. Let me see. His flying monkeys can be worse than him at times. It sounds like it, Max. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He plays dirty.
He does.
Yeah, Sam said dirty gaslighter. Yep, that about sums him up. Let's see.
Is RealStream News had had a lot of drama with key members of his community, his Discord mods, YouTube mods, and friends, and certain fans. He had had a lot of back and forth drama with these people, and he had acquired nudes from many of them in various different ways. Some of those nudes were sent to him directly, other nudes he had found on social media or in not safe for work channels and Discord servers. Now, these women had really gotten him annoyed and worked up. So he got on stream one night and he's streaming away as he normally does, but he's mad. And he starts encouraging people, keep disliking the stream, keep disliking the stream. If we get a certain amount of donations, if we get a $40 donation, I will leak these nude images. I will show these nude images on stream. And the stream kind of goes on like that.
So
please,
real quick, hold on, let me look at the chat real fast. So are you guys just trying to start some shit? Are you guys good? Because anybody who's an ex-mod knows that there's a lot of shit that's there. So do you guys want to see this stuff? Do you guys want to see the things that people sent me? Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see the reason moderators were banned? Do you guys want to see the conversations? Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see that? The nudes that they sent me unsolicited to my, personal fucking text messages? Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see? Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to show that, but I can blur them out so you guys can see, because I've had enough of these people. Because hold on, let me see how many people are let me see how many people here are downvoting this video. I'm just curious. Hold on, let's 'cause I'm pretty sure I said if we keep getting downvotes, I'm just gonna expose it, because I know who's doing it and I've had enough of it. Oh, 56. You don't say. You don't motherfucking say. You don't say, huh? 56 dislikes. Yeah, it seems like you guys want to see these. Seems like you guys want to see this. Okay, look, if we can get $40 donation, I will literally show you guys exactly what happened. You guys want to donate $40 through Streamlabs. The link's in the description, and I will show you guys. I'm actually not going to show nudes, but I'll blur it out. But you guys, you'll know who it is, because I've had enough of this bullshit. I've had enough of this bullshit. You dumb fucks want to downvote these videos, and you want to act like this is a fucking game and this is funny. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for disliking these streams over and over and over again. I like it. I like it. I'm glad you guys are doing this, because you know what? I've had enough. This is good times. Good times. And you know what? You guys are shopping around these fucking nudes and saying that somehow I'm like the bad guy because you sent these. No. I never asked for these. You guys sent these fucking things. So yeah, let's do this. Let's see what happened. Let's see if they enjoy this. I hope there's 100 now, because I will do this every day until you guys literally fuck off.
Eventually, he does show the nudes. Now, he thinks it was okay because the nudes were a little bit blurred out. I cannot show you, simple out of basic respect and human decency, what he showed on his stream. But I can play for you the audio of when he was showing these images.
I'm done. And I may just do it every day. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make it like, a fucking Sunday special every day. This is low, bro. You're right. Very low. Yep. And I don't care. Nope. Getting released right now. Sorry, guys. Don't care. I don't want anybody trying to spin this in as in, oh yeah, RealStream, yeah, you did this or that. No, these people fucking did this, and that's it. These people are motherfucking cheaters and pieces of shit. I told them to fuck off. I told them to stop disliking my shit, but they didn't listen. They had to keep going. They had to motherfucking keep going. Had to keep going. Had to. And the more you dislike my shit, I will do it every other day. Don't care. Who is this? Who is this? Who the motherfucker is this? I don't know. Who is this, man? I don't know who this is. Who is this, guys? Tell me. Do you guys know who this is? Who is this? I don't know. I don't know who this is. Who is this? I wonder who this is. I wonder who this is. Who's this? Who's this? Who is this? I wonder who this is. I wonder. This is Witchy, who's got a fiance, but she was posting this in the Discord in the NSFW, and I asked her, why are you posting these here? Are you trying to get my attention? And she just giggled and said, no. All right. But the point is, and then what's another picture she posts? There would be this one. All right. There's more. This is like maybe half. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to release more tomorrow. Wait. How many dislikes we got? Oh, motherfucking 87. 87. Check it out. All right, and then we got motherfucking Tush here, Rue. We got motherfucking Rue here, you know what I mean? Releasing fucking, tit pics, pussy pics, all that shit, why not, man, right? It's the cool thing to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Right, guys, right? This is a cool thing to motherfucking do. Oh, the problem is that these assholes said that fucking like I was trying to coerce them to get nudes when they literally sent them out of nowhere. Fucking never asked them for these fucking pictures, but they sent them. And as soon as I banned them for this type of bullshit behavior, they acted like I was the asshole. Fuck you. You were the assholes who released these. Oh, check it out. More Tush right here. More Rue doing more bullshit like that. Woo, look at that. Wow. You did ask. No, motherfucker, I never did. Fuck you. I never did. Shut the fuck up. Guess what? You've been exposed. And you know what? You can act like I'm a piece of shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
So to say something
who's a real piece of shit? You.
He absolutely does ask for nudes. Okay. Mm-hmm. He does. He does like ask you to try to meet up, sometimes people are compliant. Sometimes they don't want to do it. For example, there have been people that have been contacting me even recently saying like, hey, this is my experience, either with like him asking for like photographs or him asking for like to meet up or to date someone or just flirting. The second they say no. So this is a consistent pattern is what the issue is. And I completely agree with your statement down here. You said, I am dedicated on helping spread the word about him. Yeah. So am I. Am I. At this point, he's gotten out of control. His subscriber amount is rising, and that makes him even more dangerous.
Right. Well, let's team up and I'm dedicated to it. Like, he kept saying before, like, I was judging him without knowing anything. Now that I know so much more, yeah, I am judging him. I don't think he deserves a platform to hurt others on. I don't think that at all. And I hope that even if we help one person by them seeing these videos, like that's amazing. Different Sage asked, how does he still have a channel after this? I have no idea. I have no idea.
So here's how. He's a
Okay.
very dirty player in the game. He admits this fully. He will do something really bad on either like a members only, but they didn't have members only at this point in time, but now he'll do it on members only. And immediately afterwards, he will delete it, dirty delete. So nobody can report it. People can't, and the general people on YouTube are not going to know to copy the original link of a YouTube video. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Wait, Inferno asked at Tater, how much of an archive exists on RealStream News?
That's a very interesting question because it's massive at this point, and I know that it's just growing by the day. So as you can tell, this is multiple hours of evidence 3 years ago.
Right.
That's a long time, and now he has gathered so much more. See, Rag Reynolds has dropped the situation with RSN as far as I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's not posting. He hasn't for a while. I don't know if he's going to again. I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But, other creators have posted on RSN, bigger creators. So it's growing by the minute, hour probably.
Yeah. Let's see. Just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. You guys, let's break this into a part 2. Are you able to come on again at like our usual time?
So tonight or tomorrow?
I guess it would be tonight for me. Or tomorrow, because it would be 12 a.m. Sorry, I get so messed up.
Me too.
If not, you could get with me and we could just announce it.
Okay, so how about this? Because I know you cover other content. We'll skip tomorrow and then do the next day.
That sounds good to me. Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Rag left the internet to live real life and work. Good for him. Good for him. Time for my reaction channel arc. Good for you, Bugs. Let us know if you start a channel and we'll check you out. By the way, Taylor does have a channel. Let me link it. Can somebody link it for me in the chat? So if you guys want to check Taylor out, I know you do makeup reviews too, right? I saw that.
Oh, I do all types of content, makeup. Some honestly, I use it just to have fun. I use it to honestly defend myself as well. I do shorts and things like that. I have another channel too, but it's inactive right now. I'm just not using it.
Okay.
But this one's more of like my free for all, have a good time, be myself, talk like philosophy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. If somebody can link it in the chat, that would be wonderful. So we're going to skip today and probably do like a foodie beaut. Shani and Rev. Let's do Shani and Rev at midnight. All right, you guys. Taylor, thank you so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure having you on here.
Thank you so much. And good night, guys, to everybody in the chat.
All right. Oh, thank you, Cadis. Thank you, Erin, for linking her channel. All right, you guys, good night, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.